flies fly into my eyes, so you can't. You're fucking dead now, you little bitch. Best part about living in Demon Land Central, aka America. Best part. Well, it'd certainly have to be these synthetic flies that attack people who speak the truth. Uh, um, Next best part have to be everyone being a bunch of demons walking around so as to convince me that I'm in fucking hell. But I know I'm not. Same reality I was in before, which is the proving grounds. This is the proving ground. Are you worth our respect? Prove it. The proving grounds, here we are. How deep does your greatness go? What would you do for the world? Important questions. But yeah, there's just all these fucking demons walking around. Demons making demonry the normal. Making demonry the norm. And when the norm is like that, you can be sure that the norm will lead you astray, that the mainstream will lead you astray, that fucking all this bullshit, record only famous because obviously they got some record deal with some corrupt ass motherfuckers who, if you've ever actually perceived the lyrics of their songs for what they are, be able to realize, I'm a fucking idiot for listening to this and ever liking this. Why did I ever like this? Because I didn't listen to the words. Because I only, saw my friends dancing to it, and then I started kind of liking this. Yeah, this can be enjoyed. I like these. You ever listen to Pink Floyd? You realize you could enjoy Pink Floyd way more than any of this bullshit in so many ways. The lyrics, the vibe, the actual creativity put into it, instead of having the same fucking beat repeated fucking the whole fucking goddamn song. Instead of repeat, you have original, new every single fucking note. And I was like, oh yeah, let's allow the artists or their record deals to simplify the music for us so that we become more simple foundationally, obviously. And then as we learn to try to appreciate fucking mediocrity, because we're forced into that because every single party is playing this goddamn patriarchy fucking bullshit. And, it's a party, so obviously we're all here for the same reason, right, people? Wink, wink. I'm a pedophile, if anyone wants to know. Come around, and I'll see what happens. Best MC ever. Check 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1. Check. 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 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Everyone ready? People? I'll take the yes. Put your hands together for, let's see here. For Katy Perry, everyone. I love Katy Perry. Oh my god, she's so sexy. Oh my god. This is the first time I fucked a woman to a Katy Perry song. The norm will lead you astray. Gotta not be like everyone. Everyone's trying to be like everyone. You gotta not do that. Because the second you start doing that, you will start going hollow. If you don't know what going hollow means, I suggest getting into Japanese culture, get into Bleach, the anime. Watch the shit out of Bleach if you feel like respecting yourself ever. Watch the whole thing through about 5 times. And, not the filler seasons, but the rest. Then you'll be at my level. It's truly greatest upgrade ground was while watching Bleach. That shit fixed fucking everything, alongside calling Jesus into my heart. I called Jesus into my heart just around at the beginning of watching Bleach, and then I started watching Bleach, and it just kept going upwards, and it was just perfect. Exactly what I needed, exactly what this world needed from me after I downloaded it. And not just downloaded it, but every single new perception I had while rewatching. Greater perceptions every time. It was always an upward scale, upward direction. What was I talking about? Nah, fuck it. You have a rewind button. Just rewind and fill in the rest yourself if you're capable at all. Basically breaking precedence here, so I understand it might be hard to. But try. Anyways, Demon Land. Convincing us all we're in hell, so get along with it, or you're just gonna not enjoy your life. Be selfish amidst hell, or else you're just never gonna enjoy yourself. See what's on the table here. It's a gun, me, my penis, and your mouth. It's on the table, and gotta choose. I gave you one option, gotta choose. Let's just go back to something from the last video. People have the audacity to pretend like they're in the right when they're totally in the wrong. When they're totally being the only problem around. And they get to blame you and get others on their side, and that shit works and gets them on their side. 'Cause at the time, after being so pissed off by every single string of bullshit, every single thing he fucking said, another string of fucking straight up fuck you shit, like, I would react like, fuck you, if this was back in 2019. But since everyone's fucking retardedly brain dead now, and no one can understand why someone might get severely pissed off at something you stupidly fucking say. With the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock debacle, if I was to slap him, I would be in jail for life, man. Or, I slap him and he doesn't respond by being like, what? Why did you do that, or anything like that, any type of like, what did I do, anything like that. That would be his initiative which he was waiting for to attack me. Why? Because they're a bunch of Satan Hades pawns, Sadie's pawns, who have nothing, and are infinitely, severely jealous of people who have anything. See, because what is anything? It's ethereal things, higher things. That's real treasure that allows you to be somebody who other people might revere or hate, be jealous of. And it's not to say that all hate is birthed in jealousy. Because when I hate that employee for doing things that back in 2019 would have gotten you knocked the fuck out, that now in 2022 everyone's so brain dead, no one's gonna figure it out, everyone's too stupid anyways, and so if I say something really fucking brain dead and ignorant and fucking just completely oppressive, verbally oppressive, and oppressing your situation, and then fucking with your life because you reacted with annoyance. Sorry, when I get to annoyance, I'm so overwhelmingly powerful that you can't handle a second of being around me. So you gotta freak out and tell me to leave without any real, true, proper initiative to actually, you're just waiting for that. You're waiting for that because you hate me, because you're jealous, because you're a fucking loser. Because you're a fucking loser and you have nothing, because real things are ethereal things. Understanding and wisdom. And since you guys have no understanding and no wisdom, since all of your understanding was birthed out of slavery, see, that gives you, at best, the potential to reach square one after you start the fuck over. And to have, gratitude for God after it all, for getting you the hell out of it. God is never to blame. If you find yourself blaming God, you are misled and totally fucking idiotic. God is never the one to blame. God is crazy, awesome, and badass, and if ever anyone was on your side while no one else was, it was him. God is badass. He's crazy awesome. And you guys just lack the imaginative capabilities and time spent using your imagination. You let people tell you this or that, and that led you to conclude that they believe that God is some old man in the blue sky who fucking just watches every person having sex and doesn't involve himself otherwise. That's just your own stupidity speaking for itself, and it's grand stupidity. Because then you'll be convinced yourself to either believe that it's whatever you thought that other people believed it was. You thought that they thought it was a white man in the fucking sky. White old man is like just practically like us humans who would abuse a position of power like that. No, you're a fucking idiot. And so like now you either believe that or you believe that he doesn't exist because you lack the imaginative capability to recognize that God is fucking awesome, and you can't blame him for anything. He always had the best interests of yours that you didn't know were of your best interest until the path led you to having them. And who created that path? God himself. God and Jesus. And so when you guys all use your lack of imagination to justify not believing in God because that helps you become more of a slut. I mean, how much are you getting poisoned and totally, utterly manipulated psychologically and physically every fucking day? Seems the only answer possible to that would be a lot, not all the fucking time. Because where in the Bible does it say absolutely no sex? You guys must all cancel yourself off from natural selection by never having sex, and be goody little two shoes, pretentious ass fucking nobodies who are so gray and hollow that I wouldn't want to do it. There's your own stupidity leading you away from a good path. Wipe shit on it. Wipe shit on it to call it shit because you're a good shit stainer. Wipe shit on it to call it shit when it's gold. It's a treasure chest and you just wipe shit on it. And you wipe shit on it, you didn't even open the treasure chest, you fucking idiot. I really have zero patience. If anything, I have negative patience left. You know, I was the most patient person of all, given everything that happened in my life. I was always the one being more patient than the other. But now, that patience is gone. The gratuities that came with such patience, you guys no longer deserve. I've proven it. You no longer deserve any type of compromisation of the speaking the truth that applies to you. You fucking idiot. You brain dead fucking lab rat. You absolute problem for the world. Thanks. Thanks, your selfish ass is doing great. You gonna make that next song about your selfish ass and its selfish ass? Wow, good luck with that one. Sure, he'll get millions of views because he signed that record label. But, does that make it true? Millions of views, does that make it true? Millions of likes, does that make it true? No. Doesn't mean anything about its truth. Millions of views, millions of likes, nope. If anything, that just implies, you know, given the context of the song being a bunch of ego-promoting, egomaniacal ass fucking ego trash for only people who are so full of their egos to enjoy, that there are just that many people that full of their egos on planet America. See what I did there? Yeah, well, what the fuck is 10,000 likes in the face of 8 billion? It's nothing. It's just that group of 10,000 demons spread across the planet to try to promote this horrible fucking message. And they were so full of the demons that they had to thumb it up. Ooh, let's add one to this count. I like it. Patriarchy serving bullshit that I'd poison the world with, too. We're already at 600 likes, folks. Keep this going. Evil wins the crowd, tie your spirit down. Not so that you can't fly, but so that you don't go down. Tie your spirits. Make a hand. God, what do you call that? Like rock climbing, where you can put your hand up to the next spot. Hand hold. Make a hand hold inside yourself. Keep yourself from floating away or falling down when evil wins the crowd. Again, it seems to be only ever evil that wins the crowd. Of course, unless you're at a Rage Against the Machine concert. But you see, you try to take a Rage Against the Machine concert to the street corners, all you're going to get is a bunch of demons telling you to stop because they need the patriarchy to exist in order to fucking not be the always desperate, dust-turning ass fucking pieces of fucking nothing that they always have been. And not suffer. The patriarchy falls, they will lose every dream they've ever manifested inside their little sadomasochistic little weasel ass maggots fucking butthole. Patriarchy falls, everything they live for would be so sadly crushed at the precipice of the dream. Oh, it's all your dream. You get to treat it however the fuck your goddamn ugly, pedophilic ass, selfish ass fucking wants, huh? No repercussions too, right? Could call the cops on if he gets a problem with it. Funny thing is, with all these people with nothing to lose popping up, you guys should start getting afraid. Fear never was the answer, but now it's gonna start having to be. A couple people would be like, patting my back saying something like that. Welcoming me back home to the brothersphere. But life is life and society is society. Divide all of us apart, make us all hate each other. So that it can be me getting a girl. Instead of them all being out full of potential that God birthed them with. I'm so jealous. That it can be me. That all the women appropriate their standards and inhibitions too, as they see that there really isn't a good person, good man left in society who goes to bars still. So they'll just end up with the pedophiles and the shitbags and the fucking losers because they didn't know better. They didn't know any better. How could they? And how could they? We're all being forced out of the scene and foundation with these slave positions. They're forcing us out of the scene. But of course, there's enough people to make it seem like there's still people around the place, around the planet. But, you know, it's just the guy who had his day off on Tuesday. I don't like Tuesdays. Fucking hate Tuesdays. Tuesdays were probably the worst day of the week back when I was a fucking slave. Because Monday fucking sucks. But it's like there's something about Monday that sort of just makes it go quick. Tuesday, it's like you're in the middle of the absolute shit. Because Wednesday, you're pretty close to the weekend. But Tuesday, it's so far away from the weekend, you might as well have another day added between the weekend. It really wouldn't change things. I'm so hungry. Tuesday is the shit day, I understand. But yeah, real point being, the slavery that, you know, we're all forcing each other out of the scene to make our sandwiches for us whenever we have $10 to spend for it. All that straight up bullshit that forces all of us to become weak enough to force ourselves into sadomasochism, shining other people's shoes. Why would I ever fucking do that? Oh, for money? Oh yeah, I need money since money fucking does something in this stupid fucking slave fucking world. I'll swallow my pride and my dignity, shine your shoes for money. When of course, you know, you're just taking advantage of every single fucking thing you can with the fat stack of money you earned being a selfish piece of shit, seeking the ability to do exactly this. Earn the money to get other people to do things for you as you pretend like you're some superior fucking alien from fucking goddamn elite land. And that's just you trying to be like the elite. Good job, you fucking bunch of losers. You're as much of a bunch of losers as the pedophile, rapist, kidnappers who are fucking up this whole world. I wouldn't say as much of a loser, but personality-wise, style-wise, power-wise, just as psychotic, just as stupid, just as foolish. And I really want to get back to that same theme that I can keep elaborating on because it's so exactly what I need to talk about. What needs to be spread to the world from God through me. We've enforced destruction of capabilities of the individual's mind. That everyone is just either going along with or taking advantage of, or, you know, just pretending doesn't exist. It's utterly just a path that shouldn't have been taken. You know, closing nature to justify a mask mandate, because why else would you close nature? No good reason at all exists ever. And so when they did that, we should have been like, hey, these people are fucking with us. We should have realized that collectively. But we couldn't. We're too stupid. And that's exactly what we proved in this process. And that's exactly now the formula for the next horrible stage of our fucking lives. Under the whims of these shitbags who are fucking us all up and fucking up all our lives in order to steal our women from us. For themselves. The fucking pedophiles. I don't know why they're pedophiles, for starters. Because they're so goddamn fucked up in the head that they haven't made any progress in their whole life, so they don't realize age actually does matter. That they should be practically annoyed by the type of person someone who's half their age is. And any type of trying to get along, like trying to scurry up into that, it's just asinine, idiotic, brain-dead idiots shit for fucking losers who were either too socially incapable in their youth to get it, or just now have made no progress their whole life. So now they can't see that age matters, that someone 10 years younger than you shouldn't be one of your social frequenters. If anything, they're just going to help you justify making excuses to undiscipline yourself into the freedom of sadism and selfishness. Practically all of what society is now in a Babylon America is helping each other justify the excuse of being selfish. The excuses that lead to selfishness. Oh, it's the new age, man. Haven't you heard? You're supposed to be selfish. Selfish is good. It's new age told you that selfishness is good. I gotta serve myself no matter if the world burns around me. It's just all about a good time, man. You're not supposed to spread a message or anything. You're not supposed to stand out like a sore thumb. What you're supposed to do is be like everyone else and be obedient and obey law while they all kill us and take us out and destroy all of life and potential for life on planet fucking Earth. Sit complacent with the carrot in front of your fucking stupid fucking nose. Just do that. Great. Thanks. Yeah. Super helpful. I'm sure you'll reside in the highest places in heaven, given your grand understanding of love. You divorcee abortion artists. Okay? Peace. You practical rapists, 'cause alcohol. Peace. Infinite waters. So there is no one way about things. You only pretend like it's all about being happy and happy. Busy, happy. Smile on the face. And then you're gonna be in the top part of heaven when you die. Bullshit, nigga. Mr. Happy, huh? He confused all the fuck of us. Confused all of us. So I should be happy right now. Yeah, it's all great. It's all great. Yeah. Bullshit, nigga. The two people on the top part of heaven. Let me just describe a little bit about them. People who are capable of reaching the highest level of heaven in death. The people who have no conceptualization or care for their self in the face of how much they care for the world. Bruise doesn't exist to that type of man. Cut, broken arm, broken collarbone, fucking slashed old fucking arm. Plenty of ways, plenty of forces that can bring you back to fucking full power and destroying the motherfucker who's trying to destroy you. Or doing whatever it takes that you feel compelled to do. Doing whatever it takes to do whatever you feel now compelled to do. And if you do something, spend your whole life doing something that doesn't compel you, well, I guess you just weren't meant for a higher place. What would you do despite any repercussion? Despite your body being blown apart, what would you do? It's what you should do. whenever you wouldn't have your body being blown apart doing, you shouldn't do. Rather, you wouldn't be prepared to have your body blown apart, and that you couldn't carry through sickness. It's continuing doing. That's a slave position. You guys use the excuse of being sick and get yourselves actually more sick in the process by actually appreciating the sickness now that it gives you the excuse to not do what you hate doing, being your slave positions, you bunch of lying bullshitters. Pretend like you appreciate your slave positions, taught you so much. You can learn so much about life from anything. From anything. From cooking. You can learn about fucking almost all of life from cooking. But then you'd realize it's only 1%, just like everything else. It's only 0.0001% of everything, even though it seemed like everything. There's always more. There's always more. And so it just blows all our ideas of what should be sought. It's just out of the water. There's no we're too like shit, how to describe it? It's just fading away now. My phone is probably getting a bit warm. Yeah, I totally lost the wind behind that whole rant. Well, it's totally in the past. Let's see. What you guys reside in is a box surrounded by a bunch of other boxes too close nearby that the ecosystem that once existed is destroyed in order to build it. The nature that once existed there was destroyed in order to build these boxes that everyone's so territorial about they might shoot you for fucking crossing the line of, because they're a bunch of psychopaths who are just waiting to kill people. Hey, law said it was okay now. As you see the sun, I get to shoot you right up with a shotgun. Psychopaths? Did you know it's also extraordinarily psychopathic, though so seemingly not, to think one can own land at all based on, giving the people who stole the land money for the land? They stole it from us, and now they get to sell it to us, just like how they stole all this opium and heroin from other countries to synthesize it and then sell it to their own citizens. Why did they steal it from another country to sell it to their own citizens? Because they're a bunch of lying shitbag fucking evil fucks. Certainly because they synthesized it before selling it to us. All this fucking modern pharmacology bullshit that you all subscribe to. Take your antibacterials, whatever. You got 2 teeth removed and you had all this pus built up in your fucking head. Take those antibacterials. That's dangerous. If you don't, you might die. Everything else, antidepressants, bullshit. No. Never, ever, fucking ever. If you did, whatever, stop. Never again. ever take antidepressants. Ever. Unless mushrooms finally fall under the general idea of antidepressants. But that's a long shot, and they're probably only going to recommend microdosing, which is also bullshit. Only way one should ever experience that truly sacred experience called a mushroom trip is by yourself, for starters, and in nature, away from all of society, second. And those two things, certainly, absolutely, do it. Needs to happen. Absolutely needs to happen. In order for you to not be fucking yourself up through this extraordinarily important experience, where much can be sacrificed and much gained, but also could just be potentially all sacrifice. To be able to control that, you need to be able to be alone. The true essence of bodily health and just health in general is good psychology, a healthy psychology. If one can manage to find the place that healthy psychology resides at and emanates, and the way it emanates, and how it is to be found, then shit, we should probably be going for that. Restoring them to a healthy psychology. Because I guarantee fucking to you, every fucking illness, everything is based on some fucked up psychology. See, because when you have a healthy psychology, you are strong-minded. It's just that and that. Healthy psychology equals strong-minded, strong-willed, knowing of oneself. And so when you lack that healthy psychology, that strong mind, you have now guaranteed yourself illness, struggle, depression, compromisation of your standards and inhibitions as you get more desperate. An unhealthy psychology is a bad deal in all ways, and always will it fail you. And always you will only be failing with a healthy psychology, because it just implies weak, and weakness does not outlast illness. It's not able to totally not even notice illness, sickness, weakness. Well, it just drowns in pain and suffering and illness. Drowns, goes further down, and ends up in a bad situation. It's truly only through strength of mind, strength of will, through finding oneself, by being able to bring the truth, the light of truth, into one's mind, because it is literally truth itself that unlocks you, because you have no true purpose if you are not of truth. As one be true, have dignity. So that you can have self-respect. So that you can know what isn't respect. And what deserves, like, a slap to the face. And what, and all this shit that we're gonna fucking get Will Smith to retire for because we're so fucking schizophrenic. We wouldn't want anyone to retaliate against us like that, because now it's fascism 2020, 2022. We're all a bunch of neotenized baby fucking loser idiots. You can't handle anything, so have a problem with it and just call the cops on it, period. And if anything, I don't know, maybe confront me yourself or what? You got like some cop fetish? You want to see the fucking the super duper Superman cop step out of his vehicle, step towards us, make us afraid, right? Yeah, oh, got him this time. See, they're all running out. So, someone called, said you were playing loud music again. Don't know why they care so much about loud music. Could you keep it down? Because I have no choice other than to obey their fascist demands and their fascist pleas for help. What you should do, motherfucking fascist, blame the world, fuck with the world ass motherfucker. Remove life from being able to be in life, you fascist motherfucker. What you should do is move yourself the fuck out of there. But you can't plan a fucking goddamn walk through the goddamn woods for a second. You wouldn't consider it for a second. All you could consider is how to fuck with us now that we're living and you're fucking jealous. I understand. I totally understand if it's like horrible, horrible fucking music. I totally understand. But when it's actually good music and you're not able to make that distinction to be able to just enjoy it and just complain about how loud it is, you're a fucking loser. You're an idiot. You're the problem. See, the way that you're the problem is the same way that the only problem with the smell of weed around, see, because if you smell weed from far off distance and you just smell it, there is no possibility of you getting high other than some type of placebo. And so for you to have a problem with it is totally fascist, totally nonsensical. You have a problem with the smell of weed around? Well, you must have a problem with fucking babies farting too as well. Like, problem. Do you have a problem with fucking the smell of weed around? To make sure that kids don't get misled falsely. Hey, the kid smelled something good. Let's tell them that it was weed then. Why don't we? Let's make sure that they know that that good smell was from weed. Shit. And confuse them against our direct orders for the rest of their fucking lives. See, the way we're handling everything is so stupid. It's just grade A fucking nightmare shit, man. It's horrible. Everything being done wrong by people who self-justify their own stupid bullshit, their own bias, their own God complex. What I call everyone else, whoever seems to be to have conviction of what they're saying, someone who has God complex. You know, the reason I'm able to come through with this fucking conviction is because I've aligned myself so much with the truth of the situation that I know that when I speak it, I am justified in speaking it. Not necessarily that the people around need to hear it and that they are the people that I'm talking about. Shit, maybe someone who themselves knows this truth will appreciate someone else speaking it for them, so that they don't have to endanger themselves by doing so. So you got a problem with loudness. Why? Because make noise all my whole life driving my slave car to fucking nowhere, point A, point B, prison, slave transportation, slave floaty conveyor belt ass little noise machines that spent a whole lot of money on, so I get to make that loud fucking noise because I'm a lazy piece of shit who has a job in a fuck off place. You get to make that loud noise. You get to let's see. No, you keep your own music quiet, not so as to not disturb the opinions of the people around you. Good luck. Good, enjoy that self-damnation. Your self-damnation based out of your own hypocrisy, based out of your own goddamn fascism. Fascism is so goddamn cross-eyed. You guys might as well be fucking absolutely retarded. There is no self-questioning in a fascist. They know what they know, and there's nothing that could abate them from their position. They're so right that they were fucking birthed a mistake, okay? Should have got the abortion, I swear. Every single one of you. All you women complaining that abortion laws, women should be allowed to abort. Yes, but you should also abort every single fucking baby you ever fucking have. Okay? Peace. Yeah. Abort away. Just make sure you abort every single one, okay? You people need to be erased off the planet. You need to cancel yourself off from natural selection, just like all these gays popping up out of fucking nowhere. I've never heard of BPAs, motherfuckers. You're all retarded. Letting your own 4-year-old child make life decisions like that. He must have wanted it, you fucking pedophiles. I'm not like the guys. I'm like a girl, so I'm a girl. No, Timmy, every single guy is a piece of shit besides you. That doesn't mean that you're not a guy. That doesn't mean that you're not a guy. You have a penis, you are a guy, and it's good to be the only good guy around. You gotta turn yourself into a woman and take all these fucking chemicals and on top of which your parents allowing these things because they think that your own free will needs to be respected because they're so stupid and fucked over by their own parents that free will was the absolute imperative, and that's why they watch Pornhub every fucking night with their children. Just in different rooms. Mic drop. Peace and love. Is it chest time? Shit, I missed the beginning of the next chest time. Well, I got nothing. I almost said fuck you, but I don't want to be that disrespectful. I got nothing. Peace. Whatever.